Hello everyone, this is Kevin from Points Travel Tech. Compared to Europe, the credit card market in the USA is way more lucrative for consumers. The variety of cards, the category multipliers, the perks, and especially the sign-up bonuses are a lot higher than in Europe or anywhere else in the world. For this reason, it's only natural to ask the question, can I get a US credit card while living abroad? And the answer is yes, but only for some people. I'll explain all the details after the intro. First off, the people who are eligible for US credit cards while living abroad is very limited. You will need a social security number or an individual taxpayer identification number. This basically means you need to be an American citizen. There is one exception. If you're a Canadian living in Canada, there is a way to get US credit cards. I would recommend you watch the video by the Prince of Travel. He explains the Canadian exception in great detail. I'll link the video below. If you fulfill the requirement of the SSN or ITIN, there are a few more things you need to proceed. For everything to work smoothly, you'll need someone who lives in the United States and is willing to provide you their address, their phone number, and help you out once in a while. This can be a friend or a family member. We'll call this person your spotter. You need to provide a US bank account when applying for a credit card in order to pay off your statements. Any checking account will do. I chose mine from Capital One because it was free. A US address is required as well. You can use the address of the spotter who lives in the US. This is important for the initial application, but also that your credit card can be sent to you. Next up, a US mobile phone number. Unless you have your own, again, you will need to provide your spotter's number. The phone number is often used for verification when logging into the bank's app or calling the support line. These were the most important building blocks, but I have 3 more tips to make things a bit easier. A US associated Apple ID or Google Play account. It's free and you don't need a credit card for this to work. Just do a Google or YouTube search and you'll find many tutorials on how to create an account. A VPN can be useful when searching for credit card offers, accessing the US websites of the card issuers, and sending off an application without getting flagged due to your IP address being outside of North America. I use the free app/bank account called Revolut to transfer euros to my US bank account. 1,000 euros a month are conversion fee free. I have a whole video on Revolut on my channel and a referral link down below. Be sure to check those out. If you can bypass all of these hurdles, then you are really close to getting your first US credit card. But not so fast. If you're like me, a US citizen who has never lived or worked in the United States, there will be no credit information associated with your name or social security number. This is also referred to as credit score or credit history. So unfortunately, you can't just go and apply for an American Express Platinum card from the start. You will need to start building up your credit from the ground up. I won't go into detail because other YouTube channels like the Credit Shifu have done multiple videos on this topic. I'll link the video below that I followed when I got started in the description. So here is a quick step-by-step guide on what you need to do when you start off from scratch. Go get your first checking account from a US bank. This works without having any credit history. Next, apply for a secured credit card that has no foreign transaction fees. This could be the Capital One Platinum Secured or the Discover It Secured. But I would suggest get the Capital One because it's a MasterCard and therefore accepted basically everywhere. Discover cards are not so easy to use outside of the United States. While waiting for your first card to arrive, you can use your US Apple ID or Google Play equivalent to download the app of your issuer. Once the card was delivered to the US address you provided, you just need to have your spotter send you a picture of the card. Then you can start to activate it. You will probably need to communicate with your spotter because it's very likely you'll need to receive a code on the cell phone number you provided. Your spotter will receive the code, send it to you, and this way you can verify your identity and activate your card. The good news is you can use your card right away by adding it to Apple Pay or Google Pay. This way you can start spending as soon as possible to hit those minimum spends and get the sign-up bonuses, and you don't have to wait for your card to be sent to you from your spotter. Next up, Build up your credit score. Use the techniques taught from YouTubers like The Credit Shifu or Ask Sebi. This will involve spending responsibly, always pay on time, and applying for 1 or 2 more low-tier credit cards. Be sure to do your homework before building up credit and plan carefully which cards you want to apply for. These are the first 5 cards I got in the time frame of 1.5 years. The Capital One Platinum Secured, the Discover It card, the American Express Hilton card, the American Express Hilton Aspire card, and the Chase Sapphire Preferred. These are by all means not the only and probably not the best cards to start with. In retrospect, I might have changed things up a bit, but this is what I did. I will make a separate video on what the best cards are for people living outside of the US. So be sure to subscribe so you won't miss it when the video goes online. And that's all you need to know to get started with your credit card journey if you don't live in the United States. Let me know if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful by leaving a like. I'll have some referral links down below, and if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. Lastly, you can also follow me on Instagram at PointsTravelTech Austria. Until then, happy credit card hunting and see you soon.